Pretty good.
This is the first day of my life. So I was born right in the dawn. I went out in the rain, suddenly everything changed. They're spreading blankets on the beach. Yours is the first face that I saw. I think I was blind before I met you. I don't know where I am, I don't know where I've been, but I know where I want to go. So I thought I'd let you know. Yeah, these things take forever, I especially am slow. But I realized that I need you, and I wondered if I could. Remember the time you drove all night just to meet me in the morning? And I thought it was strange, you said everything changed. You felt as if you just woke up. And you said, this is the first day of my life. I'm glad I didn't die before I met you. But now I don't care, I could go anywhere with you, and I'd probably be happy. So if you wanna be with me, these things there's no telling, we just have to wait and see. I'd rather be working for a paycheck and waiting to win the lottery. Besides, maybe this time it's different.
Talk to Daddy.
I mean, I really think you like me.
How beautiful is she?
Thank you. That was
Please remain standing. Family and friends, welcome. We have come here today to celebrate the wedding of Christina Martinez and Matthew Davis. On behalf of the bride and groom, we want to thank each and every one of you for joining us. By your presence, you celebrate with them the love they have discovered in each other, and you support their decision to commit their lives to each other. By setting forth to honor the vows they have created today, their lives, which began on separate paths, will be joined as one on this joyous day. You may be seated. Today marks not only the joining of Christina and Matt, but also the joining of their family and friends. The happy couple would like to recognize their parents on this occasion. They offer their profound gratitude for all the love and care their parents showed in raising them. The unconditional gifts of love and support that you have continually offered have inspired them to become who they are today. Without you, this day would not be possible. They have also asked to take a moment to honor those that are not with us today. Matt's grandfathers, Harley Davis and Richard Gammett, Christina's grandparents, William Kennett and Barbara Ruth Worsham, her aunts, Barbara Ellen Easley and Jen Cisneros, her aunt, Irma Martinez, and recently deceased uncle, Bob Martinez. As family and friends, we offer our condolences to each and every one of you. Who gives away Christina on this beautiful day?
Her mother and I.
Let's pray. Father, your greatest command was to love you and love each other. You've given marriage as a holy relationship, one that reflects our relationship with you. Show Matt and Christina how to follow your example and set aside their selfishness and pride and humbly serve each other. Help them to be of one spirit and of one mind and value each other above themselves, looking out for each other's interests. During their busy lives, help them take time to love each other deeply and from the heart, as you have loved them. May the love they have for each other be an example of the world of how you loved them and gave your life for them. Father, life gets so busy and things can creep into our marriages and cause distance. Help them be intentional in spending time together and reveal things that are creating a chasm between them. Protect them from things that will divide them. Help them know to remedy the situation and bring a closeness back into the marriage with you at the center. Father, enable them to forgive each other as you have forgiven us. Help them not to hold on to bitterness, keep records of wrong, or allow the enemy any foothold in their relationship. Keep their hearts sensitive to you. Help them to work through their differences in a way that honors you and strengthens their relationship. Help them to grow in humility and recognize when they have wounded each other. Give them your strength to ask for forgiveness like you have extended to us. Amen. Merriam-Webster defines marriage as a state of unity between husband and wife in a consensual and contractual relationship as recognized by law. Now, while marriage is a unity between husband and wife, marriage is not contractual. Marriage is a covenant between God and the husband and wife. Marriage is a joint commitment to conduct yourselves based on God's design and plan. God's design for marriage is love, joy, peace, patience, gentleness, kindness, goodness, and self-control. So if everyone will please stand. Matt and Christina, if you'll turn to face those in witness today. To our friends and loving family that have come here today to bear witness to the unity of Matthew Davis and Christina Martinez, we ask that your participation in their marriage is more than that of witness, to include that of activeness and accountability. When Matt and Christina fail in the areas of love, which they will, they need all of us to remind them of this covenant, to remind them of the vows they have made not only to each other, but with God. It is their ask that you encourage them, that you remind them to regard the interest of their spouse as more significant than their own selfish ambition, to encourage them to desire peace and humility. For those in witness that desire to take this active role in their marriage, please raise your hand. Matt and Christina, please take note of those that are here today to see both of you succeed in a long, happy, peaceful, and loving marriage. Take note of those that you can lean on in times of trial. Thank you. You may be seated. Deep, abiding affection, the magical and compelling shared impulse that makes us seek each other's love and company is among the greatest gifts of the human experience. Any of us who have been fortunate enough to find and express the kind of loving devotion that we are celebrating here today knows that it is a powerful and beautiful thing. Christina and Matt would like to take a moment to share words they prepared for each other before we get to the vows. And Christina will go first.
Falling in love with you was like being in just the right place at the right moment. There are many reasons why I love you. You make me smile even when I don't want to. You let me laugh at myself hysterically when I'm the only one who thinks my jokes are funny. You still love me when I freak out about silly things or when I say things I regret. You push me to try new things and stand up for myself. You love the dogs just as much as I do. Even though I'm their favorite, you'll always be my favorite. I'll have everything I could ever want. I love you.
And now, Matt, your turn.
Christina Martinez. I won't be doing that name for very long, so we'll change that in about 15 minutes. Thanks. Every morning you wake up, and you get up before me now, and I secretly watch you get ready, and I don't ever let you know that I'm watching. Every time you turn your back, I kind of sneak a peek at you. Then from the time I go to work, and from the time I get home, I'm constantly thinking about you and trying to better myself. And the best part about my day when I come home is I come home with you, and your smile, and the dogs, and it's the most average weeknight, but every day it's just heaven. I love every part about you, and I cannot wait to take this next step because you're the best person, best thing, best friend that's ever happened to me in my life. I love you so much. Charlie.
And now the moment we've all been waiting for. I know both of you are ready to assume the obligations of marriage and your duties of marriage before God. So unite your hands and right in front. And will now pledge your lives and love to each other. Matt, will begin with you. I'll just have you repeat after me. I'll try to do my best to make this.
I, Matthew Davis.
Take you.
Take you, Christina Martinez. To be my lawfully wedded wife. To have and to hold. From this day forward. For better or for worse. For richer or for poorer. And in sickness and in health. To love and to cherish you for as long as we both shall live. This is my solemn vow.
And now for Christina.
I, Christina Martinez, take you, Matthew Davis, to my lovely wedded husband, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better or for worse, for sickness and health, richer, to love and to cherish for as long as we both shall live. This is my solemn vow.
You will now exchange rings as a symbol of the lifelong commitment and abiding love which you, as husband and wife, have promised to each other. Julianne, if you will please give Matt Christina's ring. You can place the ring on Christina's finger. See if you pass the test. Good job. And repeat after me.
I give you this ring as a sign of my love and faithfulness.
And now Julianne, Matt's ring to Christina. They both passed the test. So.
I give you this ring as a sign of my love and faithfulness.
Christina and Matt, no one but you can declare yourselves married. You have begun it here today in speaking your vows before your family and friends, and you will do it again in the days and years to come. Standing by each other, sharing all that is sweet and bitter in life. Each tender act, each loving word will be the declaration of what was made here today before God. Therefore, it is my joyful responsibility to pronounce you husband and wife. You can kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, for the very first time, it is my privilege to present to you Mr. and Mrs. Matthew Davis.
Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, I say it's alright. Hey, darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Hey, darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, I say it's alright. Hey, darling, the smiles returning to the faces. Hey, darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, I say it's alright.
And now for the bridesmaids, starting with Mandy. Followed by Michelle. And Claire. And Julianne. Please stand on your feet and make as much noise as possible. Mr. and Mrs. Matthew Davis.
I did not have a pen. So I turned to the girl to my left, and I asked her for a pen. Simple question. This person brings out this green pen that was super fluffy, had a beak, feathers, and a cap that looked like feet, so it was a bird. This wasn't her only one like that though, so don't worry. She also had one for herself. And from that moment on, we were best friends. I could go on and tell you about all the crazy things we've done. Drives to nowhere, parties on the truck, singing Fall Out Boy as loud as we can. The tears and laughter we've had over the past 15 years. But Christina already knows how big of a space she fills in my heart. Matt. I never knew what kind of person Christina would end up with, but I'm glad it's you. You're someone who entertains her wild ideas, allows her to grow as a person, and keeps her grounded. You teach her new things and take her on the adventures she has always wanted to experience. I cannot thank you enough for being the person you are to her and loving her. I think I can speak for everyone here with saying we love you guys and hope the world for your beautiful marriage and all things to come. We will always be here to support and love you guys, and I love you. I'm done.
You've passed.
Great job, Julian.
Julian, next time you're going last. That's hard to follow.
Mike, come on.
You've officially passed public.
All right, and now for our best man, Mike. Mike?
Wait, where's Mike?
Oh, Mike.
Skip him.
Hey everybody, I'm on time. All right. Hey guys, my name is Mike Davis. I'm fortunately Matt's brother. I'm pretty much the best man by default here. Didn't have much to go off of. It's like I'm gonna give it to that guy. Yeah, I was in the corner with the dunce out. I'm like, I'll take it. I'm gonna do it. So, anyway, it's kind of funny. I was at a wedding in September in Charleston about a month ago. And I was listening to that best man speech, and he was like, you know, I've known Andrew for like 2.5 years. And right then I was like, whoa, what? I've known Matt for like 26. Now I would say I'm actually doing pretty good for it. I mean, at the beginning of life, I started out getting a little chubby. I toned down, but then I started losing my hair. It's been pretty rough knowing him for this long. I'm not gonna lie. So if I got a couple pounds on me, I've earned it. After a game, I've earned this. So, sorry, Matt. Matt and I actually, he was in the bunk above me, and I'd kind of knock. Hey, man, what's going on? He's like, Mike, go to bed. The TV's off. I'm like, all right, well, I'll go to bed. I'd get tired, and I'd go up there and snuggle with him sometimes. And I swear, dude, there was one time we watched this show with like bats. And I don't know what it was, I was just crazy scared. And Matt would literally, he was rubbing my head, he was like, it's okay, man. And I swear, he was like, it's okay, dude, it's fine, like, they're gone. I'm like, thank you for that. Sorry, man. But honestly, it's been great having Matt around because you learn literally exactly what not to do. Like, my dad literally got to the point where he'd be like, you want the hand or the belt? And I kind of learned, honestly, like pretty quick. I was like, I want the hand. Because like the hand hurts my dad as well. Like, it swells, it starts to itch, Matt's like, give me the rawhide, baby. Let's do this. I mean, literally, Matt's standing there. He's like, I want the rawhide. And I'm in the corner going, give him the rawhide, Dad. And my dad literally would do, I swear to God, this is the worst noise you'll ever hear in your life. Just like this. Just like this. When I heard that, I'm in the corner going, rawhide. Give it to him. And like literally, I'm in the corner. Like it starts out, and Matt's kind of like this. He's like, yeah, do it. And I'm over there, do it, baby, do it. And Dad's like, you want me to do it? I'm like, send it. And he's like, wham, and Matt's like, ooh, yeah. By the end of it, Matt comes walking by, and I'm like, yep, rawhide. And then I'd be like, I want the hand, Dad. Dad'd be like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Mike, you're pretty good. So anyway, I learned what not to do, like classic. And anyway, I kind of think is like, Matt is kind of like a caveman, honestly. Like, if you've ever had a phone call, swear to God, if you've ever had a phone call from Matt, I apologize for the awkward silence. This is exactly how it goes. I'm currently getting things done. Matt never does that at all. And I'll be like getting stuff done, and like the phone rings, and I'm like, oh shit. All right, I'll answer it. And he's surprised when he answers the phone when he calls. He's like, oh sweet, I got a friend. I'm like, Matt, what's up? He's like, he doesn't say anything at all for like 5 seconds, and he's finally like, Mike, what's up? I'm like, Matt, you called me. Swear to God. He goes, and mind you, like, he's on speakerphone, like, doing something else, so he's, like, rattling around. And then he's literally like, oh, hold on, I'll call you back, I gotta go. And then, like, he hangs up. And I'm sitting there, like literally, the everything on the grill is burnt, and I'm like, that was it? And he calls you back, and I'm like, what's up, man? He's like, yo, are you going to Mom and Dad's tonight? I'm like, yeah, it's like 6, they wanted me to stay at 6. He goes, all right, cool, I still gotta ask Christina, so I'll let you know. And I'm like, and then anyway, like at like 6:15, I'm like, where are you guys? Like, she said no. And then I'm like, all right, man, more hot dogs for Daddy. Okay, I got you. So anyway, that's pretty much how every phone call goes with Matt. And honestly, I think of Matt as almost like a rescue human. Like seriously, because I don't know if you've been to their house. They have like dogs, like they've rescued Penny and Gwen. And I think like at the party where they met in Statesboro, like she kind of had this notion that she's gonna like rescue a human. And so like she sees Matt, and honestly, if you don't know, like if you give Matt like 5 or 6 drinks, he's actually diminished this. But back in the day, he used to wear his keys like on his loop, and so you always knew where Matt was because it was like echolocation throughout anywhere, you know? And then like, but what he'd do is he'd like, once he started like having a good time, you knew he was having a good time because you hear like a lot more clinging and chinging of keys. Like you hear like swinging, swinging. Now they're going, oh yeah, get it son, get it son, get it son. But anyway, I think she wanted to like rescue this human and like bring him in and like tame the caveman, you know? Seriously, I don't know how many people I've heard say this. I've never seen Matt's hair like that. And I'm like, and I'm like, I didn't know Matt could look that good. Literally, and they're like, hey, he looks pretty good. I'm like, that's odd. He's literally, every time I've ever seen him, he's either shoeless, he's got a cutoff shirt. It's not a real cutoff shirt. It's literally been cut with like scissors, like a hatchet or something. And he's just walking around. He's like, I gotta get on Craigslist later. I told the guy 30. He said 25. I said yes. I don't even know why I said yes. And I'm like, okay, then whatever. And so anyway, I knew Christina was right for Matt when we were at her house, and like Matt's saying something, and like she enjoyed making fun of Matt as much as I enjoyed making fun of Matt. Like I had never heard Matt's name said like this, but she said M-A-T-T, but in like a real caveman type way. She goes M-A-T-T, and like I'm like sitting on the couch like playing COD 4, and I've probably got like a 4 kill streak, and I'm like I'm doing work, and all of a sudden I hear M-A-T-T, and I go like I'm like. It was like I got my new best friend. I was like, yeah. And then anyway, and then like she literally goes, M-A-T-T. And then I stand up, I get killed because I'm like, I'm so excited now at this point. I'm like on the couch and I'm like, M-A-T-T, you know? I'm probably like 4 beers deep at that point, but I don't care. We're having a good night. So at that point, I knew Matt and Christina were perfect for each other because Matt's never escaped me his whole life. That's why I'm here. He can't escape me. And then anyway, so long story short, you guys have a lot of patience with each other. More Christina towards Matt, honestly. When we were in the car on the way down, I literally looked at Sam, my girlfriend, and I said, he's got to get off the phone. And then like he's like still talking on the phone. But anyway, I mean, the amount of patience that you display towards Matt, sorry Matt, you know, you're a caveman. MATT. Anyway, the amount of patience you guys have, the amount of love you have, I've never heard someone call someone girly so much and enjoy it literally when he comes home. And when he says, I gotta ask Christina, he means that's his other half. He has to ask Christina. And there's something to be said about that. And honestly, I did get teary-eyed whenever you guys were talking before your vows, and Matt was speaking about how he does get really excited whenever you're on the phone or you talk or anything. That's the best part of his day. I really do think that's true. So I actually did kind of get teary-eyed, and I know Matt does love you very much. Anyway, I'm honored to be your best man. Sorry, honestly, Chris, I said, do you want a roast? She goes, no. That was in text form. There was no other word. She says, no. But I was like, I'm his brother. I gotta roast him a little bit. So anyway, thanks, guys. Just want to roast Matt for a second.
All right, I guess that was well worth the wait. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Mike. And now we're going to have a few words from the father of the bride, Howard.
He's got a hard act to follow.
Yeah, right.
Mine's a little more toned down.
Hold the mic to your phone, your face.
Yeah, can you all hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, good evening. As he said, I'm Howard Martinez, father of the bride. And I'm sitting next to my wife, Mary, over there.
Mary.
Raise your hand, Mary.
We're so glad you're here for this happy occasion. Many of you have traveled quite a distance, and I hope you enjoy your visit to Florida. Christina's cousin, Crystal Norman, traveled all the way from California to be here. Thank you, and we welcome you all. I've never been to California, but that's a long ways to come. Just tell you a little something else. Now, our daughter Christina has always wanted a beach wedding, and today her dream came true when she married the man of her love, that she loves, Matt Davis.
Where is it?
You don't have
I'm just fighting words.
I'd like to tell you a little bit about Christina. She missed being born on Christmas by 2 days. But still we think of her as our Christmas blessing every year. She's always been a very strong and resilient person. This became apparent when at the age of 6 years old, she was diagnosed with juvenile diabetes. Even with all the changes that followed, she took things in stride, never crying, never complaining. We knew we had a very special, excuse me, we had a very special girl, and we love you dearly, Christina. And we know that Matt does love you also. I must be getting old.
Maybe one day.
A little bit about Matt now.
Howard, cut it.
We welcome Matt as our son-in-law and the Davis family as part of ours too. And of course, this includes the fur babies, Gwen and Penny. Now, Matt has already shown us that he is very resourceful and creative. It's great. We appreciate his traditional proposal to Christina by driving secretly all the way to Atlanta from Savannah to ask for her hand in marriage. It meant a lot to us. Thank you, Matt.
Thanks for saying yes.
Matt, continue making Christina laugh, watch over her, and have fun doing the things together that you both enjoy. In doing so, I'm confident that you both will have a happy, loving life together in marriage. And now we'd like to toast Christina and Matt. I don't have my drink with me, but
You have a microphone.
toast.
Got an extra one for you. We were prepared.
What is it?
Just drinking.
Okay, here's to the past for all you have learned, and here's to the present for all that you have to share, and here's to the future, and all you look forward to together. Cheers to y'all. Cheers. And good luck.
Sorry, I was
You don't want it? Oh.
I think you followed Mike and Julianne's response.
All right, and Christina.
Hello everybody, my name is Wilfred Kindo and I'm from Burkina Faso. It's a country in West Africa. And I'm here, I go to Georgia Southern for my studies. And I came about 18 months ago and I met this wonderful family called the Davises. Thank you Mr. Davis, thank you Mrs. Davis for having me. And so it's really good for me to have these kind of people around because they help you with your English, with everybody, with life, with advices and everything. And I had the chance to meet these wonderful people, which is Michael, Matt, Christina, and Claire Davis. Thank you guys, I love you so much. And yeah, I'm really happy for you guys. It's different, it's my first wedding in the United States. It's different from weddings in Africa, and I can see by everything you're doing with the way you guys share each other, the way you guys talk to each other, you're really meant to each other a lot. So hope you guys are gonna die together and go to the grave together and share every moment, love each other, talk, share your moments, do everything you need together, and yeah, congratulations guys.
Don't worry.
Hi there. I'm Matt's mother. And Matt's been just the way he is his whole life. We never could take pictures, even when he was, 5 and his brother was 2, that he wasn't doing this to his brother, or he wasn't going like that in a picture. He couldn't just ever. I don't have a picture with him not being funny. But there's a lot of miracles in life, and we've had some fortune to have a lot of great things happen to us as a family. One of the miracles is we had Dylan come live with us when he was 14, and from Tennessee. Then we had Willie's brother come live with us for about 2.5 years, and his brother's in med school in Virginia, straight from Africa. Then we had Willie, who never got
happened to be in his life in engineering, and he lives with us. And then we have Matt, and everything Michael said about Matt was pretty much true. And the miracle with Matthew is that he found Christina, and that she loves him, and that he loves her, and they're going to be such a great couple together. But one other miracle that I'm glad I got a quick second to talk about was when our daughter Claire was born. When the boys were 7 and 10, we were trying to have her for a long time. And she came out as a 2-pound preemie. And Claire has grown up into such a beautiful young lady, but I had 2 kids in school and a job. And Claire was still in the hospital, and she came home weighing 3 pounds. And they said she won't come home, but you know, I think they watched the parents, and the parents kind of got their act together. And I went out to the mailbox, and my dear friends Kathy and Barry McCarthy, who are here in the back, would you 2 stand up just a minute? Seriously, my life to Kathy and Barry. Kathy said, "What are you going to do with the baby?" And I said, "I don't think daycares take 3-pounders." And she said, "Well, I can call my mom and see if she can move down from 3 states away and live with us for a year." And Barry said, "I would love my mother-in-law to come live with us for a year." And so she did, and they took care of our child for about 10 months. And it was just such a godsend. Her mother passed away about a year ago, and Kathy just took care of our child. And I mean, she was 1 year old and she hit 10 pounds. So she was just a tiny little thing. And the other thing was, last miracle was my brother-in-law, Chess. First thing that happened was his mother, who's 93. She said, "Well, let me come down and help you." And so Claire was 3 pounds and a monitor and going off and back in the hospital and in and out. And she came down on a moment's notice and took care of Claire the first like four weeks or so. So we had a lot of help from people. And then we're trying to help others and kind of keep it going. And then the last thing is all of you guys, we've met quite a few of Matthew and Christina's family on camping trips and all kinds of engagement parties and things like that. And they're just a wonderful family, and all the friends. And so just thank you so much to everybody for coming. And it's not my party, but Mary and Howard, you guys just hit it out of the park. Christina, I know you did a lot of work. Food's extraordinary, and the wedding was just beautiful. The sun came out right as you guys were finally getting married, and it was just gorgeous. So you're going to love your pictures.
You couldn't hear that. She said short and to the point. So when I first met my brother, Michael, I'm just kidding. Jesus. Next time we get married, your ass is on the line. Alright, so I'd like to start out with thanking Mary and Howard. We definitely could not have done this without your extreme generosity, your caring, your attention to detail, your support. This whole night was put together by them. They worked closely with Christina and myself, and when I say myself, I use that term very loosely. It was very much so Christina, Mary, and Howard putting this whole thing on. So I'd like to stop and kind of take a round of applause for them one more time. We greatly appreciate that, and there's a debt there that I don't think I'll ever be able to repay. And I'm very happy to call you my second parents. Yeah. I don't know if they'll be as happy to call me their son. We'll find that out over time, but you know, I hope to make you proud. M-A-T-T.
spells Matt.
Is that what it spells? I had no idea. I really didn't. So, anyway, the next people I'd like to thank is my parents. They put up with a lot. Not from me, from Michael. Everything he told you was totally fabricated. I was the better one. And if anybody says anything, just remember, this is our day, we're right. So, but my dad, his greatest quality is patience. My mom, her greatest quality is just being freaking sharp as a tack. That lady is smart. And she is very loving, very nurturing, and don't ever cross her path. And think that you're right, because she will outsmart you in a heartbeat. And they both are very hardworking people, and they instilled those values in me and Michael and anybody else that they came across. They always wanted to share that knowledge with them, and it made us better people. I know for a fact I'll never have to worry about my brother, my sister, Willie, Dylan, even Daniel over here. He spent enough time with her. He's been checked. He knows. So he knows. For those of you who don't know Daniel, he's in the military, so let's give a round of applause for our service members. But yes, my mother and my father both worked very hard. They came from a small town, and they instilled those values in us that allowed us to succeed. So for that, I really appreciate it, and I love you very much. I don't think I could have ever had a better set of parents in my life. You guys are awesome. The last thing I want to thank is obviously everybody else in this room. Everybody else in here has touched us in large and small ways. Everybody in here has an influence on us, and vice versa, and we all are family here now. Every single one of us. I don't care if you have Martinez or Davis as your last name. We're family, and if anybody in here ever needs help, advice, anything, just look around. You can turn to anyone in this room. Don't turn to me. It's a terrible decision, but just someone else in this room will help you. I reiterate, not me. But we every single face in here, there isn't a single face that I look at, and I know Christina feels the same way, that we are not happy to see. And there are a couple faces I haven't seen, and I'm looking forward to meeting you tonight. And I just want everybody here to know that we care deeply for everyone, and we want everyone to do well, be healthy, and live a long, happy life.
And have fun tonight.
Get down tonight.
That's the most important thing. But, hey, Dad. Thanks. Yeah.
Do it.
Ring the bell.
I've been trying to find a white marker all night so I can change the meaning of that bell. What? Oh, you're sick. No, it's something else, like something harmless, like drink more. Anyway, but thank you very much, everybody. I know some people drove a long way to get here, and we really appreciate everybody's support today. It means a lot. We want you to have the best night. Thank you so much.
We're going to go ahead and test our bride and groom's knowledge of each other with a quick game before we cut the cake.
Just right here.
You can do it right here. We're just going to turn our chairs back to back.
Oh wait, I took off my shoes.
And you're going to need to exchange one shoe. Is anybody familiar with what we're about to do?
I felt good about saying that.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, you guys all set? All right, here we go. Who makes the better breakfast? Who has the better shower singing voice?
You. You. Oh yeah, he takes baths. Oh, I see.
Who has the better dance moves? We'll find out shortly. Who will want kids first?
I've seen what we've done to my parents.
Who is the pickier eater?
Wait, what? Pickier eater.
The pickier eater.
Picking your ear? Picky eater. Picky or eater?
Picky eater.
Who is more romantic? Who is more excited for the honeymoon?
That's not fair. Me?
Who fell in love first?
Next one.
Let's go. Who's more likely to leave the dishes in the sink?
No, I already know what shoe she sold me. She's lying. Lying.
Who's afraid of heights? Who is most likely to run out of gas?
Oh, Matthew. I've been there.
Who's a night owl? Who's more likely to burn the house down when they're cooking dinner?
Sometimes I get excited.
Who is the most likely to use all the hot water?
For those of you who don't know, I take baths in 2 inches of water. It's her.
Who would rather be outdoors? Who's an early riser?
Who's the earlier riser?
It's early riser. Who wakes up early? Who's more of a party animal? Again, we'll find out. Who's more likely to fall asleep in front of the TV? Who do you trust more behind the wheel? Who's more stubborn?
Can I get a nail put right here?
Who takes up more than their half of the bed? It's always weird. Who takes the longest showers?
Christina.
Who takes the longest baths? Who's the responsible one? Who made the first move? Who would be the first to lose their keys? Who is the most likely to cry at a movie? Who eats more junk food?
Attaboy.
And last one. Who do the dogs love more? All right, I would say you guys have a little bit to learn about each other. But you may have nailed down some of the key issues.
Are you kidding me?
Get down.
All right, we're going to go ahead and cut the cake. I believe they're 5 years old in this picture. while they cut the cake.
Just lay it on top of that third tier. No, third tier. Right there. Just lay it there, wait, stop. Look up at the camera. Alright, take it all the way down to the bottom. You got to the bottom to the stop. You're a big old kiss and hold it. Hold it. Cut a little piece, put it in there. Kiss him with all that in your mouth. Let me get this champagne glass. Let me get the champagne glass. One other thing. Right there. Y'all can eat it. I'll be right back.
Hold on, man. I'm shaking it, it's like Congo, man. I'm shaking the city like crazy. Haters blue in the face like Gonzo, cause I'm drinking the cake, so let's fight. I'm taking the game's mine. Yeah, I witness the change, it's my time. Yeah, I'm new to the game, but y'all might wanna say you whack raps, they like save the time. I can dance all day, I don't teach it up. Y'all looking at something like a true player. A girl told me that a man that can dance might can possibly get down with the tool in his band. I'm a lazy, let me see it vibrate. And when it's over, you ain't gonna need your power. Cause I'm a pro, make you bend your back low, and the powder real fast to let it pump, let it pump. Make you walk, 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 I'm straight racking and the girl say make me like the double right shit. Yeah, I'm so expensive, but I can't help my flow ridiculous. You gotta get like you gotta be Christmas. Like your wish like you gotta be guilty. They won't be good. What I'm saying is scriptures. Cause I do like praying in temple. I'm hungry for love and peace. If I don't want to miss you, feel like kiss you. Take me back time, cause you got history. And all that, now we get what we do. The girl wobble it, and I'ma wobble it. I say you moving your head, go ahead, wobble it. When you ready to bed, I'm straight racking, and the girl say, man, like me, double right shit. Yeah, I'm so expensive, but I can't help my flow ridiculous. You gotta get it, like you gotta be crispy. Swag on this, like you gotta be guilty. They won't be good. Saying scriptures, I really like praying in temple. I know you love like this. I don't know kiss you, feel like kiss you. Tell me that time, 'cause you got history. And all that, now you think about the so let's play now. I'm taking the game's mine. Yeah, I witness the change, it's my time. Yeah, I'm new to the game, but y'all might wanna say you whack raps, they like say the time. I can dance all day, I don't do stuff. Yeah, I'm looking at something like a true player. A girl told me that a man that can dance might can possibly get down with the tool in his band. I'm a lazy, let me see it vibrate. And when it's over, you ain't gonna need your bird. Cause I'm a roll, make you bend your back low, and the pound of grip fast to let it pump, let it pump. Baby, rock it, baby, rock it, baby, rock it, yeah. Baby, rock it, baby, rock it, baby, rock it, yeah. Baby, rock it, baby, rock it, baby, rock it, yeah. Baby, rock it, baby, rock it, baby, rock it, yeah.
Shorties in the club, let me see your chest. Back it up, drop it down, let me see your chest. Get low, scrub the ground, let me see your chest. Push it up, let me see your chest. Wobble, wobble, shake, shake it, shake it, give it here. Wobble, wobble, just push it, just give it here.
Well, you done me and you bet I felt it. I tried to be chill, but you're so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks. Now I'm trying to get back. Before the cool done run out, I'll be giving it my best. This and nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my turn to win some or learn some, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. Open up your mind and see like me. Open up your plans and damn, you're free. I look into your heart and you'll find love, 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 and love. Listen to the music of the moment, people dance and sing. We're just one big family, and it's our God-forsaken right to be loved. Love, 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 loved. So I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm sure So come on, scooch on over closer, dear, and I will nibble your ear. So de ba ba boom ba boom. I've been spending way too long checking my tongue in the mirror and bending over backwards just to try to see it clearer. But my breath fogged up the glass, and so I drew a new face and I laughed. I guess what I'll be saying is there ain't no better reason to rid yourself of vanities and just go with the seasons. It's what we aim to do. Our name is our virtue, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. Well, open up your mind and see like me. Open up your plans and damn yo.
Voice make your booty go. Take that, rewind it back. Ludacris got the flow to make your booty go. Take that, rewind it back. Lil Jon got the beat to make your booty go.
I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse from the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
I got the horses in the back, the stock is attached, and it's made it black. Got the boosters black and mad. Riding on the horse, still give up your books. I've been in the valley, running up off that voice now. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Riding on the track, and all in my body. Cheated on my body, you can go and ask. My life is a movie, go riding in the got what has some good, right around my booty. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing.
Baby's got a habit, diamond rings and vintage sports bras. Riding down Rodeo in my Maserati sports car. Got no stress, I've been through all that. I'm like a Marlboro man, so I keep going back. Wish I could roll on back to that old town road. I wanna ride till I can't. Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
Right now, I just need you to get real loose. Get comfortable. Grab your loved ones, or grab your love partner. If you're by yourself, no worries. Just follow after me. And you're the two-step and cowboy boots. Sweetheart and spin and go down and get it. Wake up. with it, don't go down, take a sip, with it, lean back, put your hands in. That was not so bad, that was not so bad, was it? That was not so bad, that was not so bad, was it? That was not so bad, that was not so bad, was it? That was not so bad, that was not so bad, was it? Gonna do the two-step, think that was dirty sweetheart and spin out when we go down and get into it. Take it to the left now and dip with it, don't go down, take a sip with it, lean back, put your hips in it.
You already know what it is. Solid top, solid top, solid top. Don't do it for me. Now watch me whip, now watch me nay nay. Okay. Now watch me whip, watch me nay nay. Now watch me whip, watch me nay nay. Okay. Now watch me whip, watch me nay nay. Now watch me, watch me, oh, watch me, watch me, oh, watch me, watch me, oh, 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 watch me, watch me, oh, watch me, watch me, oh, watch me, watch me, oh, oh, oh. Do the stanky leg, 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 do the stanky leg. Now break your legs, break your legs, tell them break your legs, break your legs, don't you break your legs, break your legs, don't you break your legs, break your legs. Now I be bop, 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 bop.